excited when Ginny McCormack comes. She brings usually a little bit of a history lesson along with great food and hospitality. With the 4th of July coming up this weekend, Ginny is here with ribs and cobbler, and the crew is already salivating. They've watched her prepare this. Ginny, it's so great to have you back.
It is so worth it. What I have done here is I have sauteed 1 medium of onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and by the way, I will say that all the recipes today are on my website, which I can link to through your website.
FamilyNet.com, go to the Everyday site, and then we'll link you to Ginny's blog
and it'll be
for
there.
all the recipes.
It'll be there. I have sauteed the onion and the garlic. We're going to add 2½ cups of ketchup. Now you can use, this is your tomato base. You can use chili sauce. Some people like that. I prefer the ketchup. It gives it, the chili sauce is a little bit thicker. Okay, so we have our 2½ cups of ketchup, 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Okay. Alrighty, we'll start stirring that around there. Okay, whoop. Okay, then we've got 1½ cup of dark Karo syrup, dark corn syrup.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot of ingredients here. 1/2 cup of honey. This part's fairly easy to remember because a half. It's 1/2 cup of pineapple juice, 1/2 cup of honey, 1/2 cup of dark corn syrup, pineapple juice, which gives it this wonderful fruity flavor. 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar.
Oh, I bet that gives it a nice little tangy flavor.
It does. Gives it a little bit of a zip. Okay. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. Okay. 3 tablespoons of spicy brown mustard with horseradish in it.
Now, is it Worcestershire or Worcestershire? I never know.
Worcestershire. I never don't know. It's very English. And then I have about a teaspoon and a half of cayenne pepper and 1 tablespoon of chili powder.
Ooh, give it a little spice along with it.
And about 3 teaspoons of salt. In it goes.
Now, you got something else in that salt, though.
I do? Well, you know what it is? It's just sea salt.
Oh,
so that's the way sea salt looks. It's going to have this little brown
Just a finely ground sea salt.
Just a very finely ground. I just kind of keep it in here, keep it in my little thing. I use it all. I just keep my teaspoon in there because I use it so much.
Okay.
Okay, whisk it around. Now, you're going to bring this to a boil, okay? Kind of help the flavors meld together. Bring it to a boil and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Okay. That's and it's going to make the house smell so good. Once it's done, this is our serving right here that's already been cooked, already simmered for 30 minutes, and it's going to go with our ribs. Now look at here. Now you could use a baking dish if you prefer. I have found because it ends up being so sticky and messy around the outside. I love these disposable containers. Especially if you're taking it someplace. So you just kind of throw. Now you want to layer your ribs in here.
Now, do you like beef or pork ribs?
These are the baby back pork ribs, and I'll be happy to tell you that they do not come from a baby pig. I used to think, well, my kids actually would think, you know, Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, that's awful. But no, this actually comes, this is the ribs, the upper part along the backbone of the hog. It's the smaller ribs that are near the top, not the big spare ribs that are kind of around the side of the pig. So, and I have 2 racks here. You can slightly layer them. You want to cover them with a generous amount of the sauce, okay, all over the top and down the sides. Here's the interesting thing about these. You do have to plan ahead. These bake for 9 hours.
Oh my goodness.
190 degrees, 9 hours. So
very low.
Very low heat, slow, long cooking, and they will just fall off the bone when they're done. And the house will smell fabulous. So if you want them for dinner, you're probably going to need to start them about 9 o'clock in the morning. But once they're in the oven, you're good to go. They're just in there. You don't have to do anything to them. You don't have to turn them or baste them or anything.
And you didn't add any other spices to that?
No. All the spices are in the sauce. Okay, but you want to cover it tightly with aluminum foil. All right. Okay. Into the oven. 9 hours later, through the miracle of television, we have advanced 9 hours. And you will see what these come out like. Isn't this fabulous? And oh my
that
goodness,
looks wonderful.
And you can never make too many of these, let me tell you. So we have our wonderful, beautiful racks
I would think those would go pretty quickly.
They absolutely go quickly. In fact, I will tell you, thank you. In fact, sometimes I even use 2 tongs when I'm pulling these out, simply because they are so tender.
Looks like they would just fall apart.
They literally will just almost fall right off the bone.
Oh,
these are just about the best ribs that I've
ever
had.
So you don't put them on a high heat at any time?
No, you don't need to. It's just that slow, continuous. In fact, these I put in the oven at about 1 in the morning last night, so that they were ready because I needed them early today. But they are just absolutely succulent and delicious.
That looks great.
And everybody that I know that I make these for, this is just their favorite recipe.
And you save a little extra sauce for the top.
Serve a little sauce on the side.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, that's great. That's easy.
You're good to go.
Okay.
myself a home.